Hi everyone, Tim the Plane Man here, interrupting your regularly scheduled program, the ongoing build of the Guillows Sopwith Camel 801 model, with some late breaking news, as I said in the intro, I don't really plan to document in detail the build. So many other people have done it before, but I don't know, I've come up with a thing that seems interesting. That I've looked online and I can't find anybody who's described what I think I'm seeing. So I'm just going to say that I mean either I'm making a huge mistake. Maybe I'm making a mistake. Well, let's see. Maybe I'm making a mistake and you are seeing it in real time, or I think I've figured something out that might be useful. So what I've been putting together the wing, and we've got the time lapse running, so we'll take a couple of shots from the wing. I don't need to turn you down to show it. What I've discovered is that it says in the leading edge that you need to block up the leading edge by 1/16 of an inch. Unfortunately, it's all in the old way of measuring, so I don't know, it's about 1 millimeter and a bit, I think. But in any case, I can use the standard sheets to give me the right size. So it says block up the leading edge and don't block up any other part of the wing. But then there's a showing on the plans, there's a profile of what a wing looks like, and honestly it looks like potentially the leading edge just needs to be rounded, and the back of the wing is actually higher than the front, especially at the trailing edge. So and that seems to fit with the actual ribs and the cutout pieces that come with the plane. So what I have actually done is blocked up not the leading edge but the trailing edge, and the kind of the piece that comes around the end of the wing. And one of the reasons why I'm doing that is boils down to this piece. It's labeled MA1, which basically frames the ailerons at the end of the wing. You can see the shape of this piece here, and a very, very distinctive and thick cutout in there that is a lot thicker than the actual size of the trailing edge piece that it actually, well, actually the wing end piece that it frames. Now I don't know if I could find that. Maybe I can. It came out of a sheet of balsa. They seem to label them very nicely. Let's see if I can find it where the MA1 came from. I think this is it. Yeah, yeah. See, that comes from 1/16. So it comes from a 1/16 sheet of balsa that needs to fit in here, and that's clearly much greater than a 1/16. That's I would, I don't know, I guess I could measure it. See how big that is, and you can remember how the whole thing, this inches thingy, works. Okay, that is 1 inch to 1. It's pretty close to 1/8 of an inch. Actually, I should do it so you can see it. Let me see if I can make that work. That's pretty close there. To 1/8 of an inch is the thickness of that slot, which is twice as thick as the piece that actually slides in there, which is the piece of the edge, the end of the wing. The only way that makes sense for that slot to be so high is if that edge is actually propped up by another 1/16 of an inch before this gets glued down. And so that's what I'm going to do. I am going to prop up or block up the piece that comes around the end of the wing, the trailing edge of the wing, and the second spar which is the one at the back that that connects the sort of like the, it's the, there's a leading edge, there's a first spar that goes through the ribs that will be at ground level, and then there'll be a second one at the back which only goes as far as the ailerons, it doesn't go all the way to the end of the wing. That's actually going to be blocked up by 1/16, and I will glue it that way and see if that ends up being a mistake. So could be fun.